Let's start here. The former Mpumalanga Agriculture MEC Mandla Msibi returned to the Nelspruit Magistrates Court today. Proceedings, however, disrupted and the court evacuated after a bomb threat. Msibi faces a double murder charge after 2 people died during a shooting in August. Now, yesterday, he was, of course, released from his duties by the provincial premier, and that was on day 1 of his bail application. Day 2 of his bail application, of course, has now been disrupted. Reporter Lindokuhle Xulu has been following the case, and he joins us now. So, Lindo, tell us what we got out of court today. Yesterday, of course, we heard from the axed MEC, his lawyer saying that he was inside this restaurant when the shooting occurred. He had absolutely nothing to do with it. And basically it seemed their version is that it didn't affect him at all. What did happen in court today? What were we able to find out about the state side of matters before that bomb scare?
Rightfully so, Sally. Yesterday we did hear exactly how he was nowhere near the shooting, and in fact that he was there to basically buy meat, that he was whisked away into a VIP room. But we were, you and I, speaking to say that definitely there should have been some evidence that the state would be having to actually institute an arrest, not just of 2 people, but also of Mandla Msibi, who is a high-profile case. In this case, he was the MEC until yesterday when the Premier relieved him of his duties, as well as a member of the Provincial Executive Committee. But today we had not even more than a 30-minute testimony from the investigating officer, Ubabu Bila, investigating this particular case. He was on the stand. It was the state's turn to tell us exactly why they believed that Msibi, as well as his 2 co-accused, were involved in this. And sadly, from what we got, let me just say that it did seem as though that particular testimony by the investigating officer was going sideways. It was contrary to what we were told by Msibi's testimony, as well as some supporting statements, because I can tell you that they were already speaking about incidents that happened that led to the incident at the Shisanyama. What basically came out was that the investigating officer says the people that were involved in that shooting, including the people that had since passed away, had first started at a police station to report that they had been shot at while making their way to where this PEC meeting was being held of finalizing candidate lists. So we are predicting, I am predicting, that there will be more bombshells that will come out of court in terms of the state's testimony that is leading the investigating officer. That's all we got, unfortunately. And I say bombshells, it is, of course, the issue that has brought us out of court, that had halted proceedings, because there was a bomb threat, literally a bomb threat, where the magistrate simply came in and said there is a bomb threat, everyone must vacate. But I want to speak more on that bomb threat, Sally. I'm bringing in Ubaba Donald Mdluni from Mpumalanga South African Police Services. Baba Mdluli, earlier on we were speaking about the bomb threat. We've seen some of the K9 units as well as other explosive units going inside to try and check for that. Give us a confirmation. Did you find something inside there?
Yes, as you have indicated, there was that search in the building, in all the courts rooms, as well as other offices and the surrounding areas. However, the report that we got from our members is that they couldn't find the bomb as indicated or reported earlier. However, currently we have opened a case, a bomb threat case, where we are investigating as to the origins of these allegations or reports. And given the fact that there are resources that have been used, besides the issue of the court proceedings, which, as we know, that has got some financial implications. So whoever will be found to have played the state and reported this falsely, we are going to make sure that they are brought to book.
Just give us a sense then, very quickly, because we are out of time. But the issue of this particular building here, has it been cleared for a case to continue tomorrow? Because we've received information that that case will continue tomorrow at around 10 a.m. Have you guys, as the South African Police Services, cleared this building for it to operate again?
Indeed, after the briefing by them, the explosive unit, the experts in that industry, we all were informed that they can proceed. So the message was communicated to the management of court and the magistrate. Hence, they decided that the court bail application be proceeded, which will take place tomorrow.
Okay. Any extra security that you are bringing? Okay. Any extra security that you are bringing forth from the bomb threats? Because you did say that bomb threats are very serious.
Currently, we are happy with the security arrangement in this place. Hence, since it started on Monday, we never had such incidents up to today. However, if there is a need to beef up our security according to the assessment that is conducted, then we're going to do accordingly.
All right. Babu Mdluli, Donald Mdluli from the Mpumalanga South African Police Service, giving us a sense of what they found, but essentially they found nothing. They're saying that after much investigations they didn't find any bomb, but what they're saying is that they'll continue investigating as to who made that call of a bomb threat, and thereafter they'll be trying to bring them to book in terms of falsely reporting a bomb that has since not been found.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly seems like it was an attempt to disrupt what was happening in court today. As you say, it will now continue tomorrow. But just what you've told us, the little bit of information that came out this morning is fascinating, and it suggests, and perhaps if you have more information about the identity of the two people who were killed in August, but it suggests that this may be linked indeed directly to the ANC and to the run-up to the local election in terms of candidate list. You said that people had actually gone to the police earlier in the day saying that they were being shot at. Are these the very same people who were killed later on?
Let me just take a step back, Sally, and just clarify. The people that have been shot, the people that are victims of this case, the police told, the investigating officer told us that those are the very same people that came to a police station earlier and reported a case. What they reported was that while they were on their way to a venue in which there was a finalization of the candidate list, where the MEC is said to have been before trying to get his colleagues food. They're saying that they were on their way there. They were shot at while they were driving a Polo. And they said that after they opened the case, it was then that they made their way to the Shisanyama there in Nelspruit, and that was when then their lives were claimed. But the investigating officers didn't give a lot, because less than 30 minutes after he took a stand, obviously would be sworn in and all of those things. But essentially that information suggests that the people that were killed, they were already targeted, and it just suggests that this was linked to that finalization of the candidate list for the candidates in Mpumalanga, because they're saying that they were on their way to where that finalization was happening when they were shot at and decided to come open a case. And when they went to the Chisanyama, that's where the problem began, because they were then shot at again, claiming 2 lives and injuring 1 person, we understand, who was shot on the left foot. So certainly there are some links that you are saying, Sally, that have been suggested. But of course, we are looking forward to hearing the state continue tomorrow at around 9 or 10, where we'll get more details as to how exactly the investigating officer would be tabling his evidence. Just very quickly, Sally, he also said that out of those people that had been shot, there are still 2 people that were with them that are alive. He said that he could not name them in court because they form part of his witnesses. So it does seem that there is some evidence that the state will be giving us tomorrow in terms of how and why they are implicating the former MEC in this particular murder case.
All right, well, we'll hear more tomorrow. Thank you very much for that update. Quite a dramatic day. Bomb threats, and yet some details that already seem to contradict what Mandla Msibi said, the fired MEC for Agriculture in that province, in his application for bail.